How's it going, guys? It's Mr. Lone Wolf, and today I've just got more of a messing around video. I've been waiting long enough for them to add this new map and that. I fancied inventing my own missions. Well, that's what I was going to say. That's kind of like, I'm going to be messing around a bit in this video. Probably talk some bollocks. But yeah, I just wanted to mention like an idea that I wish they'd add to SnowRunner. Like basically, when you're looking at the map, obviously there's loads of destinations or places that have, you can get cargo from. It'd be pretty cool if there was some kind of like custom mission builder. I don't know what to call it, but imagine if like you could select from the various places where you can get cargo from as the start destination, select somewhere as the finish destination, and then the game just kind of quotes you some ballpark price for like the distance or the map you're on. Like surely it wouldn't be that hard for them to implement something like that. But yeah, I was just thinking like it'd be pretty cool because it'd save. I would like them just to reset the entire game. Not the entire game, but I mean like if you could just press a button to reset missions, so I can keep all my trucks, all my upgrades. Like I've done, you know, hundreds of contests to earn money and all sorts, so I don't really want to reset all that. But yeah, in the end, I've decided just to create my own mission. I'm gonna do just fly along in the dolphin and loaf, take a cargo container to. I'm at the Drowned Lands garage. I'm going to go pretty much along the same route as the container contest, past the sawmill, and yeah, I suppose really I'm just going for a lap of the map. I just fancied a little drive around. I've not been on Drowned Lands for a little while. I suppose between the new map, Lake Coved, Rift, that sort of thing, and I did a lot of contest runs on here, as you can see. There is still a few containers lying around. To be fair, they've all done pretty well to stay there because most of them are rolled. If any of you have seen like the ANK video, I think they were as far back as then. Like by the time I was doing the Taiga contest and that, I rarely rolled. I did roll the Taiga every now and then, but it was pretty rare. I'd say like, I don't know, 1 in 20 or 30 goes at it or something. So yeah, most of these are from like testing all the different trucks. But anyway, yeah, I just think like some type of mission creator would be pretty cool, and it'd give us more stuff to do. Like it's pretty cool that the contests at least are redoable, but it'd just be better I think if the missions were, or yeah, we could kind of create our own missions. I mean, I've travelled through some gateways recently and had that invisible truck thing going on, so I'd probably say skip that for now, even though it'd be pretty cool if you could plan a mission from say like Northport to Pedro Bay and get some like decent money quote for doing that that sort of mission. But yeah, even if it was just restricted to each map, it'd still kind of make a lot more use of some things, because as well, I'm not sure if it was only me, but there's log stations on this game. Like I don't really remember using any of them. I'm not sure if they've got future plans to add logs and stuff, but yeah, like I only know that because funny enough, on Northport where my trailer park is, my like trailer yard, there's a log station next to it, and I was thinking the other week, I'm not sure I've actually ever driven through there, and I seen the trophy that said like visit all log stations, so I just drove into that one and it gave me the trophy. But yeah, like that kind of shows that I've never really used it. I remember grabbing wood for some reason from that's definitely what she said, where was it, White Valley with the Cat 745C, but I believe I was making some kind of video. It might have been for the review, or it might have been for the location or whatever, but yeah, either way, I'm pretty sure I've never transported any logs or anything. Obviously you get like the wooden planks, but that's about all I can remember, and I'm about to drive past the sawmill, and that I get wooden planks from there, so I'm not really too sure yet what the logging stations are there for. So we'll see if they add anything in the future, but I mean I can't even make got wood jokes. It's a goddamn travesty. Do you know what? I tried uploading this last night, and it didn't upload for some reason. I'm not too sure why, but it could have been some kind of joke shit I was saying in the next minute or so. If so, it's like some goddamn George Orwell's 1984 tube. But yeah, I'm going to leave the rest of the video in. It's just messing around. I'm going to henceforth and ramble after this, so if it's not your thing, don't worry about it. But how can I explain this delicately? I was joking about the light-hearted news that somebody, who is not really famous but a little bit, posted pictures of, shall we say, their personalities on certain social media, and then got mad when they got too many compliments about their certain personalities. It's like, they've really got nothing else to complain about. That's like showing a mouse some cheese and then being pissed off that the mouse likes cheese. Some people have got too much time on their hands, and that's coming from me. Anyway, that's about as delicately as I can joke about that situation. We'll see if Orwell Tube likes that or not, but I'm just saying that because, yeah, as I said, I'm going to ramble. The rest of the ramblings were kind of an offshoot of that in a way, I suppose, so I just wanted to add this bit back in for it to make sense, and yeah, I'll leave it from here. Anyway, don't look at me with all these thirsty online comments. I barely even know how to use a computer. Like, the day you get a compliment about your cleavage by carrier pigeon, you can blame me, but until then, you good. Anyway, how can you even have complaints in life if you had a pair of tits? If I had a pair of tits for a day, I would make goddamn sure it was the greatest day of my life. Like, within an hour, I'll be doing like some slow-mo Baywatch jog, trying to get them to slap me in the chin. You hear me going, trying to lick a nipple as it flies past. It'd be great. Right, but no, some people, they're never happy. What can you do? Get a dolphin in a loaf. That's what you got to do. So it reminds me as well. I used, like, this mouse attacked my house once. The mouse in my house. Has anyone ever seen the film Mouse Hunt? That film is more real than it gets credit for. This little mouse was a right wanker. And basically, it was years ago. It was when me and my brother were living in the caravan. And yeah, like I say, it was a static caravan, so you didn't, like, it wasn't a tow along or anything, but it was obviously like raised off the floor a bit, and there was a vent underneath, like the oven or something. And for whatever reason, in the winter, this mouse had decided that our house was now its house, and it had it'd gone into the kitchen. My brother had these, like, I can't remember if they were lemon plant. He had something growing in the windowsill. Yeah, there might have been lemon plants, which take fucking ages. But anyway, this mouse had run across, like, the little compost thing, ripped all these lemon plants out and ate all the roots, and then it ate its way into a bag of flour and seemed to have thrown that everywhere, and you could see these little mouse footprints going around like a little cheeky bastard. And yeah, we obviously got back and were like, what the hell? Like, been raided by a mouse. And yeah, anyway, we could hear this thing in the oven, or not in the oven, not like where you cook food, but obviously it was like, there was a little gap on, like, the skirting board thing that blocks underneath the oven. There was like a little cutout where, like, air could flow through, and I assume there was like a vent underneath there. Because it was a gas oven, there was electric nearby, it might be that. Anyway, yeah, this mouse, I was more concerned that it was eating, like, or potentially eating, yeah, wires, or, again, the oven is gas, and didn't really trust a mouse being in there, if I'm honest. So eventually we came to the conclusion I was going to try and scare it out of there. So I had, like, there was the oven, I had a bat. I can tell you now for a goddamn fact, I didn't even believe in myself that I could hit this mouse with a bat. What I was hoping to do is bait him out of this little hole under the oven, and I had it was a custard cream, the fat little fucker. And yeah, I put this custard cream like 2 foot away from the hole where underneath the oven. And what I was going to do is, like, hit the bat next to its hole when it was trying to grab the biscuit. So I'd try and scare it off. I was trying to get it just out of the kitchen at least to the other side. So then there was a door that I could fucking try and get rid of it. Like, I didn't want to use a mouse trap if I could help it, but obviously that was going to be the next option. Anyway, yeah, I waited there with this bat, and I seen this mouse poke its little head out the hole, and I swear to God, it could have only been like half a second. This little bastard ran out from the hole like 2 foot, grabbed an entire custard cream, which is like me grabbing a fucking golf cart and running off with it. It grabbed this biscuit and made it back to its hole. And again, it must have been half a second. I was simultaneously pissed off and impressed by the speed with which this mouse stole this fucking biscuit from me. It was so rapid that after it happened, I kind of blinked, was like, did that just... Yeah, it did, because the biscuit's gone. I was like, you little bastard. And I could hear it dragging this biscuit up the inside of the oven. Like, you could even just about hear it nibbling on this biscuit. I could hear it dragging it up past the oven bit, up past the grill bit. So then I turned, I think it was the hobs on, trying to heat it out of there. It got warmer, then you could hear it dragging its biscuit back down the ovens. Then I put the oven on, and it started going back up. So yeah, that was this little and then in the end we did get a mouse trap. I actually got a rat trap because, like, I don't really want to kill the mouse if I can help it, but I was like, if it's gonna die, it's gonna, like, I don't want it to, like, half hit its neck and be sat there half dead all night. So I was like, I'll get a rat trap and it'll definitely nail it in one. Next morning, it stole the bloody cheese. Fortunately, for some reason, it decided then to move out because we never seen or heard from it since. But it didn't set the rat trap off. It ate the bloody cheese and it fucked off. Obviously no, it probably just goes around hustling everyone. It keeps annoying them until they put rat traps down, gets a free bit of cheese, and it's on to the next one. Like the colour of Mousy. It was hustling. Anyway, back to the game with Dolphin and Loaf. As you can see, I'm basically flying, yeah, from the garage around. I was originally going to go to the warehouse. I kind of drove past that. Didn't realise. I was going to grab some cargo from there, but yeah, I drove too far. Couldn't be bothered turning around. So I ended up just going for a bit of a lap, really. Of course, got a Loaf with me. Got a roof rack on it. See, random trollish damage. Which again, I'm not, like, I don't mind that the damage bit has been upped. But like I was sort of saying the other day, there's no desire to try and avoid damage now. It's just part of the game to me. It's like running out of fuel. I take fuel with me and I take repair points now. That's obviously, I mean, get yourself a Loaf anyway, because it's a goddamn horse of a vehicle. But it's basically a repair trailer, like a maintenance trailer that you can drive, and it has like the best selection of winches in the game. I'd say the Scout winches are better than the truck winches. Although I do believe actually they have upgraded like the truck winches. I know I was flicking between Scout winches like and that near the beginning of the game when I didn't have enough money to like just put fully upgraded winches on everything. But I'm pretty sure in the last month or so they have like, I'm pretty sure they might have increased the distance with which like the top truck winch works from, because I'm sure it used to be a lot smaller than that. Yeah, it's definitely not what she said. Now, whereas like that's some of the reason why I used to put a Loaf on the back. I could reach further forwards with the Loaf than most trucks I was in. Whereas, yeah, I don't know. I reckon they might have just upped it a little bit. Another Age of Empires watchtower. Yeah, anyway, basically, sorry, this is the warehouse that I've just drove past. That's what I was kind of inventing my own mission, was just to take a cargo container from the garage all the way to that warehouse. I was originally intending, if I'm honest, just to dump the trailer and recover back, but I ended up messing around having a little drive on the way back. I remember when I did that mission, was it like the secure containers or something you had to get from there? I'm sure I remember it being a bit of a pain in the arse, and it was, I think I did the ANK with the ramped flatbed, because I think you had to get 5 pieces of cargo from there or something, but I took that setup, but I suppose I could have had a maximum of 6, and yeah, I think I got stuck. And then I had to send, I'm sure I sent the Dolphin in. I already had the Tiger at that point, but like I say, I kept the Tiger stock for quite a while, because I didn't really have the money. Like, I wasn't really doing a lot of the contests by then. I kind of left a lot of the contests. Even now, to be fair, there is still some contests I need to do that I kind of skipped them near the start, because I kind of figured that while I've got like non-fully upgraded trucks, that I'm not going to get the fastest times on them anyway, so I was just happy cracking on with normal missions. But yeah, there is a few that I would like to have a go at. I don't know now, by the way. I was trying to look around, I really don't know what I got stuck on. I can see all these weird trollish routes everywhere that remind me a bit like that one in White Valley. As no, sorry, not White Valley, Northport, as I cut across from like the main road to the fuel station. But yeah, they seem to be a bit trollish, because I really don't know what I caught on then. But so I just backed up and turned, I think, to the right a bit or whatever, and it just drove out of there, so whatever it is, it's nothing to worry about. I brought a crane with me as well, which I didn't really need to, if I'm honest, but you never know. Again though, like, I'm sure I remember something about this when the game was coming out, that it was saying if you use the crane to manually load things into a trailer, you'd get like some extra money. Like, I don't know if it'd calculate as some kind of bonus at the end of a mission, but yeah, it definitely doesn't seem to do that. So driving through here, I actually, if you've seen what I was doing with the gears, I reckon I would have made it through there because I still had some momentum. As soon as I put it into low, which I kind of didn't really want to, I just wanted to see for my own curiosity because I had a feeling that would happen. Like, it basically slowed down to the point where it wasn't, like, the tyres weren't going quick enough to keep my momentum going. And that's, again, I suppose another reason why I quite like the high range. Like, just leaving it in auto was better through there than trying to drop it into low rate. I'm sure if I had high-low, that'd obviously help, but to be fair, because this truck's always got, like, diffs always on and all-wheel drive always on, first gear auto is, like, another version of high-low anyway, I kind of feel, from all the different, or most of the different trucks I've played around with. There is a few that I would say are a bit of an exception. Yeah, now I'm just cutting through, I can't remember what this was called, there was some missions you had to grab from here. I'm not going to leave all of it in on the way home, but yeah, I was just going for a little lap, little journey, having a look what's around. I'm surprised none of those hay bale things or anything are like nothing deliverable. I mean, look at them. Having the time of their life. You know, I did see a funny video on YouTube the other day. It was some guy, there was like one of those hay bales rolling down a field, and he tried to stand in the way of it to stop it, and it's like, I don't know if he's never seen one up close before, but yeah, when it got level with him and it's like taller than him and sent him flying back about 20 foot, it's like, well, that's the last time you'll ever do that. Well, two things you don't want to stop rolling down a hill is a bale or a truck wheel. Again, seen another guy, an army guy, tried to stop a truck wheel with his foot. It's like, it's a truck wheel, man. Fair enough, it was like some little space saver from a car, but goddamn, a truck wheel with your foot. Quite frankly, I'd be more freaked out if it worked. Anyway, I flew out, I was like, yeah, cutting through there, flew down the hill, went a bit wide, fell into the ditch and rolled it. You see, this is why you have a goddamn horse or a vehicle with you. Luckily, or I suppose it doesn't really matter either way, but I had the autonomous winch on the loaf, but as I said, I could have just done the same thing winching from the Dolphin, so it wouldn't have really mattered in this particular situation. Gets back in the trailer, it was tipping forward, I had it about 20 seconds out there, but essentially I just winched myself, did the exact same thing, but I just reversed my nose off like the front of that trailer because it was just making me tip over. You see, look at the loaf, look at the angles it can sustain without tipping back out the trailer. And now, dude, what the fuck was that noise? I just went back and checked that. That just, whatever noise, sounded like someone trying to sneak up on me with a trombone. I don't know what the hell just happened then, but I just went and checked the original footage. Like, whatever noise that just sounded like a horror movie Jaws theme tune sneaking up on me or something, just happened, like, on the microphone. I honestly don't even know what the hell that was, but again, I just listened to it back, and yeah, what the hell was that? Answers on a postcard, because I don't know, but I've never heard that shit before. This is what I'm saying. It's even, well, it ain't this game. Whatever that noise just made, that just happened on the microphone, not the game, but this is what I'm saying. Like some horror movie shit going on around here. Anyway, that's about it for today. I'll leave it there. I basically, after I got out of there, flipped myself back over. I got some fuel, and I just drove back to the Drownlands garage, but it was all road driving on the way, basically, so there's nothing too mental. But yeah, I'm going to be, obviously, tomorrow I'm probably going to do the next one of my top 10 vehicles. I just like to break it up a little bit. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon.